Hey, Profe Loco here with another special ed moment in this tunnel, and it echoes. Hello! Hey, some of my visually impaired students have described the way they see things as almost being in a tunnel, where they have just one spot where there can be an actual clear image. One of my other visually impaired students, her siblings realized that she didn't know how to make a sad face because she'd never seen one. She was almost completely blind. And so they practiced with her on trying to make a sad face. She was such a cheerful young lady, though, that they didn't really have much success. Now, children with autism have difficulty recognizing faces, also the emotions of faces. They can recognize their teacher's face or their parent's face or sibling's face, but not necessarily the emotions that the face displays. The reason why is neurobiologists are discovering that an autistic brain, the mirror neurons, do not work in the same way as with a neurotypical child, a child without autism. So what does that involve? Well, the mirror neurons for a child without autism enables them to both recognize and then to imitate actions and emotions. With an autistic brain, it doesn't work that way. So what do? Well, a number of things work with me. For one thing, I had to train my students to, first of all, make eye contact, because we without autism don't always care, or we like to look a person in the eye. And a child with autism needs a focus point. So I would put a sticker, usually a giant smiley face. This one says hope on there. And I'd say, focus on the sticker, because the face didn't mean anything. And I also get a piece of masking tape or duct tape, because usually when I met one of my students with autism, they'd be wandering around and parents say, hi, Mr. Mac, hi, Mr. Mac. And so I would say, focus on the sticker, put your feet in front of the tape so that they're squared off with me. So that worked pretty good. Another thing to do is practice making those emotions in the mirror: happy, sad, angry. And that's worked. That has also worked. Think of it as almost like a sport. You have to train for it in order to get better at it. A child with autism, recognizing emotions does not come naturally. Another thing you can do is take your cell phone and get a little sticker or a 3x5 card and put an emotion like sad, like you're in a prison lineup or something. And then cursor through and take pictures of people in the family with various emotions. And then you can print those out, make 2 of each one and make a matching game. You can even get emotions, flashcards that you can turn into a matching game. You can also use an emotion sheet. And this one I used color-coded. This is pretty simple, but you can, for those that higher functioning autism, you can take an emotional week and use it, use the word in a sentence. You can videotape a social situation where you put your child with autism in a situation and shows how to act in a certain way, and also how to recognize social situations. Hans Asperger, who was one of the early researchers of autism and Asperger, that's who Asperger syndrome was named after. He said once you recognize the characteristics of autism, you realize that they're not that unique. This is Profe Loco with another special ed moment. Bye-bye.